Who you're representing here today, whether you're the applicant, owner, a neighboring property owner, or someone else from the community. So we'll start with Jerry Reeves, if you could unmute. Jerry, if you could unmute. Mr. Reeves, if you could unmute. Need you to unmute. Still, there we go.
You have me now? Okay.
I do. Yep.
Yes, my
No
name
problem.
was correct there on the screen, and I'm the designer of the project here for my
Okay.
client, Terry. Yep.
Okay, great. Welcome. And then Terry, is that Terry Bruneman? Bruneman?
Yes,
Okay, great. And you're the owner of the property?
I am. Yes.
All right, great. Welcome. And I
Thank
see
you.
we have Jeff Raker.
Yes, that is me.
Okay. And are you a part of this project or?
I am also the property owner with Terry.
Got it. All right, fantastic. Welcome. Are we expecting anyone else to join us on the applicant owner side?
I don't know.
I'm sorry, was that a no?
No, nobody else. Correct.
Okay, you're not waiting for anyone. Okay,
Right.
got it. All
I'll
right,
speak up.
fantastic. Let's get started. We also have Wes Munzel here from the planning department. Welcome, Wes.
Morning.
All right, I need to read through our hearing script. This is just going to cover the procedure for the hearing, and then we'll jump into it. So this is the October 23rd, 2024 session of the zoning hearing examiner docket. Again, my name is David Sturkey. I'm the zoning hearing examiner for the city of Cincinnati. I'll preside over the hearing. Case before us today is case number ZH20240124. That's 6023 Wayside Avenue. The purpose of the hearing is to allow applicants and any other parties to testify and to offer and refute evidence and testimony. This hearing will follow the rules found in the zoning code and the supplemental rules of the zoning hearing examiner. All testimony and evidence that an applicant or any other party wishes to offer must be presented at this hearing. The hearing will proceed as follows. The applicant, the applicant's attorney, or the applicant's agent will first present the applicant's case. So for our purposes here today, I'll allow Mr. Reeves, Mr. Bruneman, and Mr. Raker to tell me about the project. Background, I think, is important, what it is you're intending to do, the specific zoning relief that you're requesting, and then, of course, why you think that relief is appropriate. You all can orient that presentation however you'd like. One of you can speak, all of you can speak. It's really up to you. I'll let you all decide that, but that'll be your opportunity to tell me about the project and why I should approve it. If we did have anyone here from the public, they would then have an opportunity to speak after you all had presented your case. If there is no one here from the public or joins us from the public, I will move on to Wes Munzel, who will provide any testimony that he would like in addition to his staff report. In the event that any party testifies or offers argument in opposition to this application, the applicants will then have an opportunity to respond to that testimony that was offered in opposition, and finally make any closing statements. After all presentations have been made, I will close the hearing. Decisions may be expected within 2 weeks. I may limit or exclude any testimony that I deem irrelevant or outside the scope of the application being considered. I may interrupt any speaker to ask questions or to make any comments. In the event of any technical difficulties with the Zoom technology, I'll do my best to troubleshoot those issues on the fly, but to the extent there is some defect that prevents us from meaningfully going forward with this hearing, I may continue or postpone the hearing at my discretion. All right, last thing I need to do here is just to swear on all of our witnesses. If you intend on providing any testimony here today, making any comments, really doing anything other than just observing, then the zoning code requires that I swear you in. So I'm just going to do that collectively with everyone right now. So anyone that's going to testify, if you could just take yourself off of mute and raise your right hand, I'll need you to answer out loud. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you shall provide will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. Thanks, everyone. All right, who's going to be taking the lead here on?
I can do that if that's okay with everyone else here. So my client reached out to me wanting to do an addition to his home, and the spaces he was wanting to incorporate was a new living area, an additional bedroom and bathroom to the home, and a 2-car garage. And then I learned pretty early on working with Wes, I've worked with him before, that first of all, we were not allowed to do a front car garage in this zoning district. So in reworking the plan to allow that, I realized I would need just one side setback variance for the property to get that 2-car garage to work out with everything. And then basically, what I did from there was just kind of research the fabric of the neighborhood and the common elements of the homes on that block, and found that there are a lot of instances of homes that are very close to each other and also close to their own property lines, and also include garages. So these are all common elements and to the area, and we did our best to keep in conformance with that with our design of our addition. So that's the basics. If there are any other questions on top of that, I'd be glad to hear them and respond.
Yeah, could you tell me what exactly the relief is that you're requesting?
I apologize. It's a side yard setback. I forget which side it is, east or west at the moment, but it's a side yard setback to allow us to build the home within 5 feet of the property line. And that's the only variance or anything that was required.
Gotcha. So this will be an addition, the addition is proposed to be located in the front of the existing home and will include living space and a side entry garage, right?
That's correct.
Gotcha. Okay. And it looks like it is an east side setback variance. Okay. How large, in terms of, I don't know what you could call that, length, I guess, is the proposed addition?
It from off the top of my head, it's somewhere around 80 feet or so. I'm not sure if Wes has that.
Okay. Yeah, Wes, if you have that, you can jump in, but otherwise, you can wait till your testimony.
Hi, I'm trying to find on the drawing specifically, but I did have a calculation that it is about 80 feet. The existing house is 140, or I'm sorry, 60 feet. So the total depth is what kicked in the additional side setback requirements. So that's kind of, the main reason for the request, based on the total depth.
Got it. Okay. Yeah. What is the existing side? And it looks like it's east side setback here. What's the existing east side setback of the home on the property now? Do we know? And how does that compare to the proposed setback of the addition?
If I remember right, east side is the side where we're proposing a 5-foot variance, right? That is a 4-foot. The closest point of the existing home there is 4 foot 2 inches. So a little less than a foot closer than our proposed addition.
Got it. Okay, so this will have a smaller setback than the existing home currently.
No, that'll be larger by
larger setback.
Farther
That's
away
right.
from the yes.
Got it. But it will be approximately an 80-foot extension towards the street.
Towards the street, yes.
Okay. Will the proposed addition extend further or closer to the street than the adjacent homes on either side?
No, it will not. This particular lot and home has a very deep, it's a very deep lot. I think it's about 230 feet. And the existing home is set pretty far back. It's on the back half of the property, if not more. And then the addition will still be behind both adjacent homes. I'm sorry, the front of the addition will be behind the front of the adjacent homes on each side.
Okay. All right. Anything else you'd like to tell me about the project, or Mr. Brenneman or Raker like to tell me about the project? No? Okay.
I'm good. Yep.
All right. Wes, turn it over to you.
Good morning. I just want to highlight a couple things that the lot is actually a little bit narrower than the normal lot for SF10. So that impacts the setbacks, side setbacks a little bit. And then the other part is that the side entry garage, you know, you kind of want to shift the house to make sure there's enough space to turn your car sideways, you know, make that turn. So I think the combination of all those things and their design where it matches up with the house, you know, dictated the location of that footprint. So but I just want to highlight those couple of points. So thanks.
Okay, sure. All right. I don't believe I have any other questions right now. I'll turn it back over to Mr. Reeves or anyone else if you'd like to respond to any comments from Wes or make any other comments in closing or otherwise before we adjourn.
I think that's everything for me. Thank you.
Okay. Mr. Brenneman, did you want to say something? You just unmuted?
No, just I'm good. Thank you.
Sure. Okay. All right. Well, let's leave it at that then. I am inclined to approve this. I want to just take a closer look, and I think I'm just not super familiar with Mount Washington, and so I'll probably just do a quick site visit, which typically just entails a drive-by. No need to plan anything out. But I'll take a look at all the application materials and the testimony today, and do a quick site visit and render an official decision. Like I said, I am inclined, based on what I've heard here today, to approve the application. As soon as I make a formal decision, I will put that in writing. That will serve as the formal document that you all need to get the zoning approval. Once I finish that, I put into a PDF and I'll email it to everybody who's in the hearing here today. As soon as Wes gets that, if it is approved, he'll be able to click the zoning allowance on his end, and hopefully you guys can take the next steps. Any questions about any of that?
No.
Okay, great. Well, if you do have any questions in the meantime, feel free to reach out. Or if you just like a status update on the decision, again, you can reach out to me directly. I'm happy to provide that to you. I said at the beginning, it typically takes about 2 weeks. I'd say that's probably a realistic estimate right now, but I'll try and get it to you guys as soon as I can.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. All right. Well, thank you all. Good luck with the project. Hope you have